Okay, hello everybody. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs of the internet. Um, so as you can tell or see from the title of this episode, this is the H word episode, which means yes, the H word that you are thinking of, which is horny. Okay. So with that out of the way, um, here's episode 3. And I would first like to start off by saying this will probably be the most unhinged episode that I will be putting out so far, and this is only the third. So what I'm saying is, um, this may or may not be the last H word episode, and they will all be the most unhinged of all the episodes. I hope I am making sense. See how fun this is already? Um, okay. Then, now I would like to continue with. Let me just find my notes. Oh, I would like to go back to Lady Gaga and my love for her. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna play a little sound clip. Okay.
I want you to reject anyone or anything that's ever made you feel like you don't belong or don't fit in or made you feel like you're not good enough or pretty enough or thin enough or can't sing well enough or dance well enough or write a song well enough or like you'll never win a Grammy or you'll never sell out Madison Square Garden. You just remember that you're a goddamn superstar and you were born this way.
Exactly. Now that is Lady Gaga at her Monster Ball tour. Because it's a very theatrical show, right? Gaga loves theatrics. Um, if you are a little monster, you would already know this. But if you're just like a casual local, then you will not know that Gaga's tours always have like a story in them. And my favorite one is still the Monster Ball because like the whole point of the show is that like she's trying to get to her show, and she has to defeat the Fame Monster. Ooh, the namesake of the album, right? But there's an actual like angelfish looking motherfucker where like her dancers are controlling limbs, you know? And yeah. And then so that's the Monster Ball tour. And in the Monster Ball tour, she has that speech. And when I tell you that when I first heard those words come out of Miss Gaga's mouth, I was a changed individual. Literally, everything shifted for me. Um, when she said those words, I feel like I've transcended. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, again, going back to, I think the first time that I watched this was probably around the time when I was in Qatar already. And again, this is part of the galaxy lore, as a gay kid, closeted gay kid living in the Middle East in the early 2010s. um, that was a very important message for me to hear at that point in time. You know what I mean? Um, and then right after that, Born This Way got released, the album. Oof, another shift in culture. But yeah, that was the moment I think everything changed for me. Not really. I don't know what really changed. Um, but okay. I have been playing Dragon Quest 11 um for the past 2-3 days, and let me tell you, this is a good ass game. And you know what I hate about it is that I first bought it on Steam when there was no definitive edition yet. So the definitive edition of Dragon Quest XI came out for the Switch like a whole year, I think, after the normal version came out on PC and PS4. Uh, and but I already bought the Steam version by that point. And so when they announced the definitive edition, I was just like, well, what now? Because like, man, like they didn't even offer like, a discount for bitches who already owned the normal version. So like I had to, long story short, 3 years later, I bought the definitive edition on the Switch. I finally caved in, and I will actually play this now because like I have this thing where the only games I play on PC nowadays, um or ever, are multiplayer games like Rainbow Six Siege and Apex Legends with my friends. Like when I say I game nowadays, when I say that, I mean I actually only multiplayer game. Does that make sense? Is that fair a thing to say? Um like I don't game myself anymore. I haven't done that in a while, mainly because like if it's on the PC, I can't like sit there for hours anymore doing the same thing, which is playing a video game, right? I can't do that anymore. Um and uh with the Switch, I've been able to play games like Dragon Quest 11 or The Witcher 3, even though I didn't really play that much. But it's allowing me to actually play those games because like I can just lie down comfortably, right? With my Switch in front of my face. And yeah, Switch is amazing. Um and it sucks that I wasted, I don't know, $60 on the normal version because like I'm never going to play the Steam version again, right? If like now that I have it on the Switch, like why would, and like especially I reached the point where I stopped on the Steam version just now, a few hours before recording this podcast. And so now I will continue to enjoy it on the Switch where it's easy for me to play it. This is why Nintendo rules, man. Because like they're innovators. You know what I mean? They mixed the two things, two best things they had, which is like the greatness of the DS and 3DS, along with like their innovation in motion control, I guess, and with the Wii, and like the Wii U did is like the touch screen, and so like the Switch is like just the Wii U gamepad, and like that's what I always wanted. They just removed the actual Wii aspect of it, and so now the Wii U gamepad is the Switch. And wow, Nintendo really like used all of their collective brain cells to come up with that one. That was really good. Um, I don't know what else to talk about. How many minutes has it been? Oh, only 8 minutes. Okay. Well, let me look through the list of topics I had here. Comic books and comic book characters are our current modern day mythology for the future. That's a thing I have in my notes. Now, does that make sense? I was trying to see if it would make sense when I wrote that when I was sober, but now that I'm H word, I think that complicates things even more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so if, for example, humanity gets wiped out, and like the only remnants that got left for future civilizations when they dig through the ruins of Earth and they find like comic books and comic book movies and TV shows, right? A fucking Blu-ray copy of Marvel's Iron Man is saved, and these aliens somehow have the capacity to play that um, movie, and they will see, you know, that this is what we believed in. You know what I mean? That I think that's what I was trying to get at with that question, because like I've searched that question online, and I was surprised to find out that like most people's answers was disagree, because it was a agree or disagree question, or it was a statement, and it was a discussion whether that's true or not. And I thought most people would say, yeah, it's so cool that like this will be the what future civilizations will think was our mythology, of the time. Because the way we look at Greek mythology as mythology, right? Because back then, oh, see, yeah, that's why it's not mythology, because like it's not like we actually believe these things as our actual gods. It's just entertainment. Huh. I guess. Oh man, I just bummed myself out. Damn. Oh. Oh my gosh. That's I just rephrased the same statement 3 times, and that was my notes for episode 3. Wow. That is crazy. Oh, going back to Gaga. Lady Gaga writing an 80-page screenplay for Patrizia Reggiani. It's like the whole joke with Gaga now on Twitter that even the locals are in on is that she fucking seems to like do all these crazy things that like, you know, stereotypically actors would do. Um and hers is just so fucking crazy. So, writing an 80-page screenplay. Like, come on, girl. I mean, I love you. Like, if you ever listen to this, which I hope you don't, I mean, work writing an 80-page screenplay just for your own character. Love that for you, honestly. Oh my god. Oh, and she was nominated for the Critics' Choice Awards and Golden Globes for her performance as Patrizia Reggiani in House of Gucci. Um, that means it's probably guaranteed that she will be nominated for Best Actress at the Oscars. Oh my god, so pog. And you know what? She's been acting like for a long time. I think one of her first film roles, or just roles in general, was like an extra in The Sopranos. uh, I mean, that's something, right? Um, no, but like, I hate that people think that Gaga only got into acting because, like, I don't know, hater things to think about, right? And like, my retort to that is, like, Mary, she been acting since 2011, and she has been involved in the film industry. Like, I mean, ever since her debut music video, I think, probably, or especially like with Bad Romance, she had so much influence on that. I'm pretty sure it wasn't just like her designers. Like, she was the one who made Bad Romance happen. Am I making sense? No. See, this is where the unhinged part comes in. But anyway, in 2011, Gaga um released the Marry the Night music video, which was more of a short film, which she directed. This is a 13-minute ish short film, Miss Thing, that Gaga directed. Like, that's a huge fucking deal. And like, it's fucking good. Like, even from a filmmaking perspective, for like, that is her directorial debut. Her own music video for Marry the Night. Really? Check it out if you guys haven't watched that yet, because like, I'm a film graduate, yes, part of the Galaxy lore. And like, I can't do shit like that. I say I'm a film graduate, but honestly, that doesn't means shit because I'm shit. Um, but yeah, she did that when she was, I think, I don't know, my age now, probably. Um, 2011 minus 1986. Do the math. I'm horrible. Um, but yeah, more fun Gaga facts that you probably didn't know if you're not a little monster. Oh, here's my next thing on my previously untalked about topics. Can you sleep without a pillow? Because I can't. I mean, like, I can. If, like, there's no other option, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm fucking stranded somewhere and, like, the, there's just no pillow because, like, there are no feathers, I can't sleep on anything soft. Maybe, yeah, I'll have to live with it, right? But that's the only time where I can. It's like if I'm sleeping over at someone else's house, either a friend or a stranger's house. If there's no pillow, like, Mary, I can't sleep. I can't fucking do that. Because, like, I don't know why I put that in my notes. I think I was also H word when I thought about that. Um, oh. Speaking of Twitter, I wasn't even speaking about Twitter. Um, but hey, there's my segue. I hopped on it. There we go. On Twitter DMs, I hate how you can't react to the message, to any message that isn't the most recent one. That is literally first world problems, but like, it's annoying. Twitter, fix it. Um, and oh my god, I watched the Money Heist season 5. Um, well, I finished Money Heist, and like, this isn't a spoiler, but like, when characters are in Palawan, Philippines. Yeah, shout out Philippines, my hometown. Um, they put that fucking yellow filter as if like we're fucking Mexico in American films. And it's like, damn. Cuz like, I mean, it's funny, right? That that's what Hollywood thinks about um places like Mexico or the Philippines. I don't know, cuz I feel like the yellow filter somehow implies that this is like a poor third world country, and like, oh, it's disgusting, or like, I don't know if that's what they're trying to um portray, but like, I feel like it is, or I'm just very pessimistic, and like, I just let myself be canceled by the internet because I'm just gonna put this up there because like, I don't think that's a cancelable thing, but who knows? I might be canceled for this, and well, that's that for my podcasting career and my career in general. Going back to um I don't even know where I was going back to. That's how H word I am. Um oh, the Money Heist finale. Yeah. Fucking that yellow filter. Oh, if you're watching the video version. Oh, okay. Here, I have to do my call of action. Call to action. Guys, this podcast, I'm uploading this to YouTube in like video form with like my face. If you're only listening to this, this is also on YouTube. Um, go find it. Just type in unhinged Zoomer ramblings. Um, but yeah. So if you are watching this, you can see how unhinged I am because like, I'm wearing my hoodie over my headphones, which is over my head. And like, if you're looking how I at the camera, or no, if you're looking at the screen, right? If you have the video version of this, um, hi, I am really unhinged today. Um, but if you're only listening to this, um, well, I have one side of the hoodie covering and overlapping one side of the headphones, while the other half, the other side, is just exposed. so I look like a clown. Um, but oh, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's just my name for now. If you type it in, unhinged Zoomer rambling. So that channel, the stuff I put most of my shit in. But if you want to follow this podcast on an actual podcasting software, this is on Spotify, guys. So if you're a Spotify kind of gal, um, well, don't forget to click follow on the podcast page because then you'll be notified every time you open Spotify on your homepage that, like, oh, there's a new episode of Unhinged Zoomer Ramblings, right? So don't forget to do that if you're already listening to this on Spotify. There we go. I just did a successful call to action. Am I a true YouTuber now? Or content creator? I'm learning, guys. Okay. Well, my good friend Noriel, avid listener of Unhinged Zoomer Ramblings, has provided the feedback that she wants 1 hour episodes, and you know what? I really want to get to that point. I absolutely do. But all I can muster for now, it seems like, is 22 minutes ish so far. But I will get better at this, hopefully, as I keep doing this. And like I will try to actually have a bunch of better topics or something, some fun stuff. Maybe you guys can suggest like when you DM me after this episode, what a specific fun thing that you want me to do, like maybe a Q&A, or some dumb fun internet quiz. Like if you guys want me to do that for content, because that's also content, right? It's a fun little thing that will help you guys get to know me better. If you want me to do that, leave me a comment. But so I can do that to like well, because I don't want to feel like, I don't want to say that like just to pad out the episode just to reach the 1 hour mark and most of it will be bullshit. Well, I think that's the point, isn't it? Because like I think people put on podcasts when they just want to fill silence, right? And no matter how dumb the thing they're listening to is, like it still fills the silence. So because like, so for example, I listen to podcasts mainly when I work. And well, I can't really keep on going on my phone, obviously. So like I just let the episodes play as they are, especially when I'm catching up to a huge podcast that's been ongoing for years, right? There are like a couple hundred episodes. I have no choice but to like just let them all play. And whatever dumbass bullshit they're spouting, even when it's like regarding useless nonsense information like this, like how I've been going on for the past few minutes, it's still something they have to listen to. Oh my gosh. I hope I'm being so unhinged today because I'm finally living up to my name. Because like my good friend Maya only pointed out like it truly reached unhinged heights in episode 2. And I was like, okay, well I don't think I was even that unhinged then. And if you already thought that was unhinged, well, I guess that's a good thing, right? So now, episode 3, the H word episode. Oh, yes, this is where I'm truly unhinged, guys. This is why I love being H word. And now I lost my train of thought. See, that's what happens when I'm H word. Oh, but I thought I was about to wrap up this episode because yeah, oh man, I feel like I could go on and on and on about things, but like since I already reached the 22-minute mark, I'm already on 24 minutes. I feel like yeah, this is a good teaser or yeah, teaser, I guess, or a little taste appetizer. Yeah, appetizer for like if I'm able to do hour-long episodes in the future that what that I can also be H word for a whole hour, as opposed to just 25 minutes. But I'm hoping. See, I mean, I already exceeded the 22-minute mark by 3 minutes because, like, I'm H word and I don't care that I'm just spouting useless bullshit to you guys right now, and that has taken up 5 minutes of this podcast. Literally a fifth of this podcast episode has been about useless shit. Isn't that fun? I'm finally living up to my name, and I really appreciate if you guys made it to this end to the end of this podcast, because like wow, that really went off the rails there for the last 5 minutes. Thank you. And don't forget, this is on Spotify and YouTube. And thank you for listening to Unhinged Zoomer Ramblings. Bye bye.